Current event topics in geography. In this essay, we will see three important short articles in geography which are based on the latest research and findings from the international organizations. These topics seem to have great significance on our Indian continent, therefore they are important for not only geography subject but also as a current national events for the examination purpose. These topics are changes in the Arctic ice and Indian monsoon, El Nino effect on the winter in India, and third, earthquakes vulnerability of India. Now let us start with the first topic, that is the changes in the Arctic ice and Indian monsoon. According to climate scientists, the changes in the Arctic region impact Indian monsoon and the Asian subcontinent. According to National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research, Ministry of Earth Sciences, there is a connection or a teleconnection between the northern polar region and the Indian monsoon. Now, what is the National Center for Antarctic Ocean Research? It is a nodal agency that plans, formulates, coordinates, and also implements India's polar program as a multi-institutional national endeavor. Now, it was established as an autonomous research and development institution by the Ministry of Earth Sciences, that was formerly Department of Ocean Development. That happened in 1998. Now, what studies have shown in this regard? Arctic Ocean and surrounding regions in the North Pole not only govern the Earth's climate but also affect our Indian monsoon. That is an important finding. And the cold chimes in the North Atlantic also have a direct link to the weakened Indian monsoon. Therefore, there is a physical link between the intense monsoon over the northwest India and the melting of the Arctic ice. This is what the studies have shown. Now let us see how the monsoon is affected. Warm water currents move from tropics to the poles where they turn cold. Thus, they increase the salinity of oceans and cause water to sink and therefore release the heat. This keeps much of the Western Europe warm. But melting polar ice also disrupts the cycle by flushing the fresh water into the oceans at the poles. Due to this, salinity of oceans decreases. And this prevents warm water from sinking and releasing the warmth. This results in cold waves across Europe. This water further travels southwards and increases the temperature difference between the land and the oceans in the tropics, ultimately leading to changes in the monsoon patterns. Now let us move on to the second topic, that is the El Nino impact on winter in India. More than half the winter is gone now, and most of India has hardly even noticed the cold temperatures of 4 to 5 degrees, especially this year. In parts of western Rajasthan, the average temperature was 8 degrees Celsius and above normal. Scientists now have established a connection with the warm Pacific conditions, or more specifically El Nino effect, to the weather pattern that is happening in India, especially in the winter. The reasons for the warmest winter in India in several years is because of global, regional or the local factors. Globally, it is the persisting El Nino phenomena, and one of the strongest ever, that is believed to be having a warming effect over the Indian subcontinent. The warmer winter in India is a part of a global weather pattern that has been dictated by an unusual warming of ocean waters thousands of miles away. And at the more local level, there is a lack of winter rain, and this is caused by a combination of atmospheric processes, some of them unexpected and unusual at this time of the year, and therefore this has kept the chill away from our major states in the north. Now let us see some details about the El Nino phenomena. In India, the impact of El Nino is felt more as a suppressed monsoon rainfall. El Nino basically refers to a condition in the equatorial Pacific Ocean, which is off the coast of Peru and Ecuador in South America. There, the sea surface temperatures become unusually warm, that is, off the coast of Peru and Ecuador. And this warming of the sea influences weather events across the globe result in enhanced rainfall in US and Europe. But it causes dry spells in India, Indonesia and Australia. Therefore, there is a strong correlation between El Nino event and a poor monsoon in India. Now, what has been noticed is that the winters that follow El Nino event are slightly warmer than usual. Scientists say that the Pacific warming spreads to the Indian Ocean as well within a period of 2 to 3 months, and this leads to warming over the subcontinent. Past data has provided some evidence for this, though this warming is not noticeable every time, mainly because local factors also make some impact on El Nino effect. The current El Nino, however, is one of the longest and strongest ever. By the time neutral conditions are expected to be established in Pacific Ocean later this year, El Nino effect would have persisted for 15 months. That is, it will cover 2 seasons almost. Therefore, we may have warmer winters for 2 years. Now, some scientists have called this as a double El Nino effect. And the latest advisory from National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration of the United States says that the current El Nino will rank among 3 strongest episodes since 1950. Many scientists are calling this as a Godzilla El Nino. This Godzilla El Nino has already resulted in a record rainfall events in California and warmest ever December month for many countries like India. Some of the worst and the warmest ever winter in India and also the European countries. Some of the worst wildfires in Indonesia also have occurred in this year because of the heat. And these are all attributed to the El Nino. In India, the warming effect of El Nino on winter is extra pronounced. Therefore, this year it has overshadowed, the El Nino effect has overshadowed the effects of local weather patterns that are usually more prominent at this time of the year. Another climatic effect that is seen is the absent westerlies and the rainfall. The last week of December and first week of January normally see rains in most of the northern and eastern India. It pulls down temperatures and therefore introduces a chill in the air also. This rain has brought by the westerlies, a wind system that normally moves in the mid-latitudes, that is 30 to 60 degrees in the northern hemisphere, and that is from west to east. These winds shift slightly towards southwards during this time and therefore flow through most of the northern and central India, thus causing the climatic change. That is the normal pattern. But this year there has been an absence of westerlies this year. This year the westerlies have been kept north of the Indian landmass by 2 different wind systems. that is an anti-cyclone wind system that is usually located south of Indian peninsula, that has been pushed northward, and it is located where the westerlies are usually found at this time of the year. This anticyclonic system is warmer and drier. Around the same latitude but much higher in the atmosphere are located another wind system called jet streams. The jet streams also move west to east. They are found in the upper troposphere between 5 kilometers and 12 kilometers above the Earth's surface. They generally operate in the mid-latitudes north of the Indian landmass. But this year they are positioned much to the south and they have been aligned to the foot of the Himalayas and the Gangetic plains. Scientists are explaining that these two systems together have prevented the penetration of the westerlies into the northern and central India. Therefore, this has resulted in these areas not getting the winter rain as usual. Rainfall in this country as a whole was 86% below normal in the last week of December, and it was 68% below the normal in the first week of 2016, that is January. Now we move on to the third topic, that is earthquakes vulnerability of India. India has more than 58% of the country's landmass which is prone to the earthquakes, and it ranges from moderate to very high density. That is according to the Vulnerability Atlas of India 2006. This is as per the Bureau of Indian Standards, which is on the basis of various scientific inputs from a number of agencies. It includes earthquake data supplied by India Meteorological Department, and it has divided the country into 4 seismic zones, that is zone 2, 3, 4 and 5. Of these, zone 5 is rated as the most seismically active, while zone 2 is the least. Now, zone 5 comprises the entire northeast region, parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, run of Kutch and Gujarat, parts of northern Bihar and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Zone 4 consists of the Delhi and NCR region along with parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, northern parts of Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, and also parts of Gujarat and small portions of Maharashtra near the west coast of Rajasthan. Zone 3 comprises of Kerala, Goa, Lakshadweep and remaining parts of Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat and West Bengal, parts of Punjab, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Zone 2 covers the remaining parts of the country and it is the least affected. This puts 38 cities in the country at a high risk across zones 3, 4 and 5. And these cities have populations of more than 500,000. Among these cities, Delhi, Chennai, Pune, Greater Mumbai, Kochi, Kolkata, Tirunanthapuram, Patna, Ahmedabad and Dehradun are important.